Hey guys, I'm Mark with the Ovalrc, and I got the biggest RC helicopter that I've ever had on the channel. And I'm really nervous about flying it, I'm not gonna lie. So I have a little bit of experience flying planes and very little experience flying any type of helicopters. But this is a Flywing EC135, and Flywing has done a lot to make it a lot easier for you guys like me to fly something like this with very little experience. I just took it out of the box. I'm going to do exactly what the instructions say to do. We're going to put it in the air, and if it flies, you're going to get a chance to see this video. If it don't fly, well, then it's not going to make it on the channel. All right, guys, so I read the manual front to back at least 3 or 4 times, and I don't want to crash this helicopter. I want to be able to fly this later on. So it kind of worries me because in the manual, it says that you don't have to calibrate the GPS, and everything that I didn't calibrate the GPS on crashed on me. So we're going to follow the instructions and see if we can get it in the air without calibrating the GPS. If it needs calibration, we're going to do it because, like I said, I don't want to crash this. We do have a little damage already to the helicopter, so it must have happened during shipping, but we got this hairline crack right here in the very front of the helicopter. No big deal. I guess they're going to try to send me a new one of these canopies here. All right, let's get this off. So they do have a new latch also right on the front. Looks like you move that over and slide the canopy off. Does come with a 5,000 milliamp hour 4S LiPo. I got it fully charged, ready to go in the helicopter now. The instructions didn't really say how to mount the battery. I have it right up against the bulkhead, kind of like in the front of the helicopter here. I think that's the correct way to mount it. I also wrapped this Velcro strap right around the battery. It does have Velcro on the battery and on the helicopter itself, so it should stay put. Now I'm going to check over the wiring. You want to make sure that all the plugs are plugged into the receiver. Make sure that they're not loose. Make sure your GPS module looks good. This wire here is wrapped a little too tight, and everything else checks out to be okay. Before I do anything else, next we're going to turn on the radio. I got batteries inside the radio. It says to hold these 2 buttons right here on the radio. Fly Sky comes up on the radio. Very cool. The screen is touchscreen. All right, next we're going to make sure all these switches here are in the top position. We have the blades on stop. We have it up in the soft setting. It also has normal and sport mode. We have this switch here up in the home setting, and the C-turn switch will be in the off position. Next in directions, it says to install the blades, and you don't need any wrenches. You just insert these blades like this, you twist them and pull them like that. We'll do that next. They are spring-loaded, so you do have to use some force pushing the blade inside with the blade edge up in the air like that. Push it in, and then pull it out like that. Now you have to really make sure that you have this switch up here in the stop position before we plug in the power on the battery, because that will turn on the helicopter. Make sure all the controls are centered. Yep, here we go. Got a blue flash and light. It's flash and it's now purple. It's going through some checks. Right now we do have either a red or purple light on top. And I looked it up and it says that, well, it's a purple light, I guess it is, and it says that that's the return to home light. So looks like we're ready to flip it to GPS mode on the radio. All right, we flipped that over to GPS, and we got a yellow blinking light right now. We're waiting for that to turn green. And it did turn green, so we locked in the satellites. And that is staying green. That's what you want. Looks pretty good on the helicopter. We have a solid green light. Looks like we locked in the satellites. Now we got to pick it up and spin it 360 degrees just to make sure that the GPS and everything, make sure the gyro is working correctly. Looks pretty good. We still have the green light. We have a red light on the left side, green light on the right side. That's pretty cool. It says to shake it around a little bit too, just to make sure. Everything seems to be working okay. Time to put the canopy on and give her a try. Here we go. Looks like we have everything in place. Let's back up a little bit. And if I say, come on way over here, are you ready? You might want to back up because this thing's going to be screaming. We're going to go down to the outside for 5 seconds, and then we're going to hit the run. Here we go. If we have any issues, we'll just go to that stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's back up. The helicopter is throttled up. Here we go. Wow. Wow. It's moving a little bit. I am moving it forward. But that is rock stable so far. Tweaking around a little bit. Check out the no hands on the controls right now. GPS has it locked in. We're going to go up with it. I am in soft mode right now. And this thing flies just like a drone. This is one of the coolest things I've ever flown. It looks so good. Looks very real. Now there is a switch on the top right. It says C-turn, and what that means is it's going to coordinate with the turning to actually look more realistic. Here we go. We're going to try that. All right, now we're going to come at the camera person. We're going to turn. We can see how the helicopter is banking. Makes it look really scale. This helicopter flies so easy and so scale, guys. Really cool. Man, this looks good. Now there is a couple ways you can land this helicopter. You can land it manually, which I don't know if I'm ready for that. Or we can hit the home button. Let's try it out. So we're gonna hit home right now and see if we can get it to land all by itself. We're just gonna see if my camera person get that. We're gonna flip up to home. There's home. Helicopter's gonna go up a little bit. It's turning. You can abandon home if you need to. You can go into GPS if it's not landing where you want it to. It's coming down. All right, camera person, let's back up a little bit in case this thing gets wild, right? Come on, back up some more. Right now, the helicopter is landing all by itself, and that's one of the scariest things for a new pilot. Check out the controls. It's doing it all by itself. It's using that gyro and everything inside there to land this thing perfectly. What a great landing we had there. And it does spin down the props all the way too. The helicopter came back all by itself just by using that return home feature, this switch right here. We're going to put the helicopter back up. Now we're going to try the soft, normal, and sport mode. Let's see how that goes. And if the helicopter returns all by itself, it's because the battery's low. So here we go. We got the wind kicking up a little bit. Let's get it up in the air. Camera person, let's step back, please. All right, we are locked in. GPS mode, here we go. Sticks down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run. She's going. Little bit of wind. And we're up. I even put that stick pretty far forward, so it should have lifted right up off the ground, but it took off really nice and slow. Now we're going to fly the helicopter around. I'm going to put it in C turn. You got a little bit of a wind. Very cool. I'm going to keep it where you guys can see it. We're going to go forward wide open in soft mode. That's as fast as it'll go forward in soft mode. We're going to go up a little higher. I like to go a little higher with this stuff here. We'll switch over to normal. Goes a little faster in normal. We'll spin around. And now we'll try sport. Little faster still in sport mode. We're going to go back to soft. Incredible. I am shocked, guys. I really am, at how easy this thing flies. This really is like flying a drone. I hate to say it's for a beginner, but it could be easily. Camera person, come in here a little closer. We got a 7-mile-an-hour wind going, and that helicopter is staying right where it's at, and I don't have my hands on the controls. That is awesome. This thing is super stable. So fun to fly. Wow, if you're looking for something scale that's easy to fly, this company is doing a great job getting people into the hobby by offering something like this. I absolutely love this. The wind is picking up a little bit more. The helicopter is reacting to it. Trying to fly it close to the camera here so you guys can see it in action. Looks so good. I can fly it pretty low to the ground too. Though I'm not an expert, so I like to keep it up a little bit high anyway. Wow, look how stable that is. Oh, it is going up by itself. It's returning to home all by itself. Camera person, let's back up a little bit. Try to keep it in your... The battery must be getting low. I do not have my hands on the controls. The helicopter is doing this all by itself. Back up a little bit with this wind. Camera person's getting it for you guys. I did not switch anything. I did not activate anything. The battery must be getting low, so it is returning the home all by itself. You get about 18-minute fly time with this. So it's landing all by itself. Perfect landing. The propeller blades are winding down right now, and all we have to do is hit stop on the blades, and that's it. Doesn't get any easier, guys, and this thing flies awesome. I absolutely love it. Flywing EC135 flies great. So you guys probably heard me say how awesome this thing is over and over again, but it really is. This blew me away. It really did, because it's so stable, does exactly what it's supposed to do, looks great, looks super scale. I love everything about it. The price tag, you know, it's just under $1,000, but you know, RC is getting a little bit more expensive now, guys. And if you want to get into helicopters and, you know, fly something that you don't have to be worried about, this would be it right here. For you guys that like your 3D helicopters, stuff like that, you know, this really isn't a helicopter for you. I think they took the 3D part out of it. You can go in ATT mode and flip that switch right there and go into manual, but I don't think it'll allow you to go upside down from what I'm told on this newest version here. So I'll be sure to leave the links in the description below for you guys. That way you know where to pick one of these up. I'm Mark with the Ovalrc. We'll see you next time.